So, have you ever asked yourself, right, what is the difference between a CV, a resume, or a portfolio, right? Have you ever, wondered, okay, what's the difference? Companies come to tell you, okay, submit a CV. Some other companies you're trying to apply for a job, and they tell you submit a resume. And some people they say, okay, they need a resume and a portfolio. So, have you ever wondered what the difference is? Right. So, in this video, I'm going to share with you the difference between these three documents. You know, if you're looking for a job or as a job seeker. So, let's just get right into it.
Okay, guys, welcome. This is our presentation deck, and on this deck, I'm going to be sharing with you the difference between the CV, the resume, and the portfolio. Right. So, you're going to learn the difference and how you can use them on different occasions when applying for a job. In this case, you're going to learn when and how to use these three documents. Okay. First of all, you must understand your documents, right? Think of resumes, CVs, and portfolios as three different tools for three different situations, all right? Think of these tools as tools that are used for three different situations. Using the right tool at the right time makes all the difference, in landing interviews and, of course, job opportunities, okay? A CV is a comprehensive career history. All right. A CV is a comprehensive career history. A resume is a document targeted, you know, highlights for quick impact. All right. It's a document targeted highlights for quick impact. Why a portfolio is proof of your actual work, right? A CV, also known as curriculum vitae, is contains everything you've done in your life as a person or as a professional person. Resume, contains specific skills, specific jobs you've done, um, targeted at the job you are offering for. Say maybe you want to offer or you're looking for a senior level job, right? The experiences you've gotten, that are related to that senior level position are what you will be included in your resume. All right. Then we have our portfolio, which is the proof of your work. Right. A portfolio is actually the proof of your work. Tell us people you've worked with, the kind of jobs you've done, the projects and everything. All right. Curriculum vitae, which is your CV. So this is the first one I'm going to be looking at, and the first question anyone will ask is, what is a CV? What is a CV? Curriculum vitae means course of life in Latin. All right, course of life in Latin. It's a comprehensive document detailing your entire professional journey, typically 2 to 5 pages or more for experienced professionals. All right, it means course of life in Latin. It is a Latin word, it is not even an English word, to start with. And it's a document, detailing your entire professional journey, how far you've come since you started working, the kind of jobs you've done, the various aspects of industries you've worked in, the experiences, the various roles, the results, literally everything, right? And it typically contains, 2 to 5 pages or more for experienced professionals. So when can you use a CV? When can you use this kind of document? You can use it, for academic positions and research roles. Maybe you're looking for international opportunities. Maybe you're looking to get into fellowships. You're looking to get into research roles in universities or colleges, right? You can use a CV, right? Fellowships, right? Scholarship, medical careers, and government roles. Then international job application. So all these are when you can actually use a CV. And sometimes you can use a CV when, say, the position you're applying for, they request for a CV. Yeah, they request for a CV. Another dicing thing you should know is that most companies as well, they do not really know the difference between a CV and a resume. right? They don't know the difference between a CV and a resume. So they may say, oh, um, submit a CV, and when actually they mean, oh, submit a resume. All right. So these two can actually be misused. Okay, the two of them can be misused. All right. So let's just move on. Features of a strong CV. What are the features of a strong CV? Number one, we have the professional summary. The clear statement of expertise and value. All right, clear summary, that is, the clear statement of your expertise, right? Your skills, your experiences, and everything, the value you bring. Okay, the value you bring. Then number two, we have work experience. Reverse chronological order with impacts, right? Starting from your present job to your old job, right? Or previous experiences, right? So the current role, that's a reverse chronological order with impact. Then we have education and certification, full academic background. Your education, your school, your profession, the courses you took, the trainings you took. If you were once a young fellow, you can code it. If you're once, a UN fellow, you can, all of these things, education and certification. We have publications and research, the kind of research you did, your academic contribution, right? Maybe you wrote for a media company, or maybe you wrote for a brand. Literally, all these things should be included in your CV. Then we have awards and membership, right? That is your professional recognition, where you recognize in one way or the other. What did you do to be recognized? Literally, you know, these are under awards and membership. Again, there is the references. This one is not really well, I say it's not really that, it's not a must, yeah, that you put references on your CV. So it could be that you just include available when upon request, right? Don't just put a reference. You can put a reference you have, but in case you don't have yet, right, you can always say available upon request. Available upon request. It's not compulsory for you to always put a reference, okay? So, building a powerful CV. How do you build a powerful CV? Um, First of all, I need you to focus on impact. Okay, ensure that you focus on impact. Don't just list duties. Show measurable results that demonstrate your value. What did you do? Okay, you were maybe a senior manager in this company A. What was your role? What kind of results did you bring? While in that position. All right. What kind of results did you bring while in that position? So all of these are things that should be on your CV, like the impact you played while on that role. All right, while sitting on that position, what was your impact? Not just listing the duties. All right, the company is going to list the duties. It is your responsibility to produce the results. Okay, so don't list duties. Ensure you show the results. Ensure you show the results. All right, include proof. For example, maybe number, maybe you help your company generate maybe $1 million, right, through a deal. You can actually include that. All right, so include proofs. Numbers make your CV more powerful. Quantify achievements wherever possible. Quantify your achievements wherever possible. Don't just say what you did. Also include proof. Also include numbers. All right. So if you're not sure of the specific numbers, you can just include a random figure. All right. Then keep formatting clean. Ensure that you keep your formatting clean. Use clear headings, bullet points, and um, consistent spacing. Okay. Use clear headings, bullet points, and consistent spacing. Use clear headings, bullet points, and consistent spacing. All right, avoid fancy fonts. Don't try to impress us with words or with fancy fonts, right? Like you're trying to design your CV. No, don't do that. Ensure that your CV is as clear as possible. All right. So now, resume. Resume. Let's go back. We've talked about what a CV is, right? We've said that a CV is it means curriculum vitae, which also refers to as course of life in Latin. That it's a comprehensive document detailing your entire professional journey. Yeah, comprehensive document detailing your entire professional journey. While resume, on the other hand, is your marketing document. Okay, your marketing document. A resume is short, targeted document designed to get you interviews fast. All right, your marketing document, the one that is selling you, the one that is selling your offers. All right, that is the resume. All right, it is a short, targeted document designed to get you interviews fast. All right, recruiters again spend only 6 to 8 seconds scanning your resume initially. Okay, so every word must count. Every word must count. Maximum pages are 1 to 2 pages, maximum length. Then second is, initial scanning time is 6 to 8 seconds. There are plenty of job seekers, and recruiters never have the time to spend on your document, so they will scan within the short period of 6 to 8 seconds. And so your document must be targeted, it must be designed to get you interviews. All right. Creating a winning resume for yourself, tailor it to the job. Tailor it to the job. For example, you are getting a job, maybe you're looking for a social media manager job. Tailor your resume to fit into that role. If you are look if it's the skill, list the skills associated with the role of a social media. Like literally tailor your resume, right, to fit into the role. Remember, I said it is your marketing document. Okay, your resume is a marketing document. Your CV is your document, is your a document, that shows all your professional journey or your professional experience. Why your resume is your marketing document, so it tells people that, okay, oh, you're ready for, the particular job. Like literally, no one has the time to start scanning up to 2 to 3 or 5 documents. All right. Tailor your resume to the job application. All right. Customize for each application. Use keywords. Use keywords, that match the job description. Use keywords that match the job description. All right. Show impacts. Show impacts, like the results you've generated, in the past, right? Or even if you've not generated any results, show what you can actually do or what you can actually achieve for your current offer. All right. Here is an example of a bad and good resume. For example, you said, oh, responsible for marketing campaigns. A good experience or job experience to say, oh, launched 3 campaigns generating, 120K dollars in pipeline revenue. This is specific. This is showing the actual result rather than creating a generic responsible for marketing campaign. This tells, your hirer that, oh, this is what you've done and you can actually do this for them. All right. The next is your portfolio. Your portfolio is your proof of skill. Your portfolio is your proof of skill. It is not a description or claims. It is your proof of your work, the work you've done, the experiences you've gathered, the results you've generated, right? This is where many professionals lose opportunities, sadly. Okay? This is where many professionals lose opportunities, sadly. Why? Because they are not doing it correctly. They are not doing it correctly. For example, you're a content creator, right? If you want to create your portfolio, you can include articles, you can include posts. Say your posts are getting views. You can include it. You can include your campaigns that got results. You can include case studies. All right, different case studies of how you generated results. Either for yourself or for your clients. The same for a graphics designer, right? You can include website designs, logo, brand identity, different services or works you've done in the past, in your portfolio. Then for developers, for example, you can include your apps you've built, website you've coded, GitHub's project you've done, you know, literally tailored to what you are offering. Your portfolio is your proof of work. It is showing that, oh, this is what I have done, this is the result I've generated for my clients, and this is what I can actually do for you. All right. So a portfolio has a structure that converts, and the structure is number one, a strong introduction. Again, I say number one, a strong introduction. A portfolio, number one, is a strong introduction. All right, a strong introduction. Who you are and what you specialize in. Who are you in your portfolio? You must, you know, introduce yourself. You must tell us who you are. You must tell us what you do. All right. What is your expertise? What do you specialize in? What can you help me do? And what works have you done relating to the service or the offer you are bringing before me? All right. The second thing is best work first. All right. Show 5 to 10 strong projects, not 40. Don't choke your portfolio, don't choke your clients with results. All right. Make it snappy, make it simple, make it unique. Show 5 to 10 strong projects. All right. Explain each project. All right. Explain each project. For example, we have the goal, the process, and the measurable result. Explain each project. How, what was the goal, the process it took you, and the result you got at the end of that project, or at the end of fulfilling that project. Of course, add testimonials. This is very key. Add testimonials from clients you've worked with. Social proof increases trust dramatically. So adding testimonials is very, very important. All right. Common mistakes that cost you opportunities as a job seeker. There are mistakes that cost you opportunities as a job seeker. And number one is treating a resume as a biography. Recruiters want results, not life stories. All right, recruiters, they want results. They are not looking for life stories, please. So you don't have to keep explaining or over explaining yourself. Just go straight to the point. The results, who you are, the results, what you do, and the results you've achieved or you've gotten. All right. So just go straight to the point. List duties instead of achievements. All right. List duties instead of achievements. So this is a mistake you are making. That is why your resume is being ignored. Show impact with numbers, please. Show your impact with numbers. Oh, I achieved this and this within a specific period of time, you know, using this, and at the end of the day, we got these results. Okay, it's as simple as it can sound. All right, show impact with numbers. Generic resume um for every job. Like, there are people who have just one specific resume for every job. You're a social media manager, you're okay. There's this resume you've created. It's what you're using for social media management job. You're using it for executive assistant job. You're using it for virtual assistant job. You're using it for project management job. You're using it for product marketing job. Haba, haba, haba. What's happen? All right, using a generic resume for every job, this is a big mistake. In fact, it is a blunder. All right, it is a blunder. From henceforth, ensure that you, whenever you're applying for a job, tailor it to that job. Tailor your resume to that job. All right. I excuse me, I explained that, okay, imagine you are looking for a social media management job. Tailor your resume to that job. All right. Your description should, okay, I have my name is Josephine, da da da, and social media marketing manager, you know. Of course, you give a description of who you are, then your experiences, you can talk about your experiences, you can talk about your skills, writing skills, social media management skills, do you have Google Docs document? Is it Google Space workspace skills? right? Experience with social media, campaign, audience. Literally, you need to, tailor your job, tailor your resume to each position you are applying for. Some people do not have a portfolio. Most people do not have a portfolio. Ensure that you create a working portfolio. Ensure that you create a working portfolio. All right. Ensure that you create a working portfolio. Proof beats claims every time. Proof beats claims every time. Rather than shouting at the top of your voice just so people could hear you, just show them the proof. Just show them the proof. All right. Just show them the proof that, oh, I have done this, or I can actually do this. Okay. So with that, we've come to the last one, which is also very important, right? Which is having a LinkedIn profile. Having a LinkedIn profile. If you don't know how to create a LinkedIn profile, have a video, right? Somewhere in this channel that you can watch and learn how to create not a YouTube, a LinkedIn profile, right? A LinkedIn profile. Okay. So with these three tools plus a LinkedIn profile, you do not have a problem. You do not have a problem, because most people are also looking for your social media platforms or your social media channels. And one of the places people will go to look at what you do or what you've done is your LinkedIn profile. So ensure that you have a LinkedIn profile. I did some series of videos about setting up a LinkedIn and building your personal brand on LinkedIn. You can check it out, you know, um, on this channel. All right. Smart professionals create a career asset stack that makes opportunities find you. Okay, so ensure that you make opportunities find you by creating a career asset stack. All right, there are lots of people right now. One of the reasons why they are where they are is because they have a professional social media profile like LinkedIn. Many of them are on LinkedIn. Many places that people, one of the places that helps people to get jobs is LinkedIn. Okay, so if you do not have a LinkedIn profile, just check this channel for it. All right. With that, we've come to the end of this video. I believe you got something new. That reminds me. I'm going to show you quickly the difference between a CV and a resume. All right, so this is an example of a CV. As you can see, from the top to the bottom, you can see that, oh, there's the um, Jessica, for example, she has a content strategist, copywriter. There's a LinkedIn attached. There's a phone number. What else does she have? Her professional summary is there. Her work experience. A content writer, and you know, her work experience, right? Her education. Then we have publications. We have certifications. We have skills, and of course, conferences or awards. All right. So this is a typical CV, right? It's just a single page. Then we have a resume. If you look at this resume, you can see that it is just straight to the point. We have the summary, we have her title, right? And that's her title, her professional title. Then we have her summary. She says, result driven content strategist specializing in B2B fintech, 7 years, yada yada. Then we have the skills. If you look at this resume, you can see that it is tailored to the job she's after. That is, she's looking for a content strategy job, right? And you can see that, oh, she has content strategy, as a key skill. She has B2B copywriting, she has social media marketing, she has SEO and analytics, email marketing, social media marketing, etc. Right? Then we have work experience. She has where she has worked so far. Then we have higher education. All right, you can see the difference. Here, she just went straight to the point. This is a typical resume. She's applying for a role, and her CV is tailored to. Sorry, her resume is tailored to that role. And the CV she's applying for maybe an international opportunity, and it is tailored to that side, showing education, publications she has worked on, certifications she has gotten, skills she has gotten, conferences and awards she has gotten. Literally, this is the difference between a CV and a resume. All right, this is the difference between a CV and a resume. A CV is, you know, you're applying for other um, international opportunities or educational opportunities, while or maybe more advanced professional roles, right? While a resume is just tailored to that specific job offer that you are looking for. Okay. All right. So with that, we've come to the end of this training, and I want to say that if you have any questions, please ensure you drop them in the comment section. If you have any questions for me, if you there's a topic you want me to treat, and of course, talking, the topics, right? Topics on AI, topics on personal branding in the age of AI, getting jobs in the age of AI. Literally, any questions you have for me, any topic you want me to treat, ensure that you drop them in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.